and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Monalisa Rambai, bringing to you the news and events from Meghalaya. Here are the headlines for today. Sankardev College hosts meeting of Shillong MP candidates. Meghalaya Youth Councils demand census data, 6th schedule inclusion. NEHU Petrocom marks 18 years with celebration in Jorabad. And BSF Meghalaya seizes illegal sugar worth rupees 10 lakh on border. And now the news in detail. On March 18th, the Department of Political Science and Internal Quality Assurance at Sankardev College, Shillong, orchestrated a pivotal gathering. MP candidates from Shillong's parliamentary seat convened to delve into their backgrounds, objectives and strategies for actualizing public aspirations post-election. Robert June Kharjaran of RDA, Dr. A.J. Sinkon from VPP and Professor Lakhon Kama representing the Independent Party were present. Notably, Manuel Badwar substituted for Vincent H. Pala from the Congress Party, while M.H. Kharkrang stood in for the BJP. Regrettably, the NPP party was notably absent. The assembly drew a diverse audience comprising educators and students from various colleges in Shillong, keenly attentive to the candidates' visions and commitments. The event served as a platform for both candidates and constituents to engage in dialogue, shaping the discourse leading up to the impending elections.
I think you will agree with me on this point. One will be delegates, which will be not allowed in Parliament. One will be absent, and the others will be late. They all will be late in implementing ILP, late in inclusion in Khasi language in the schedule, late in settlement about the disputes, and let's hope that they will be late to change the circular from the Constitution of India and forever. I would like to express my alliance promises based on 3 principles. Our principle will stand to protect the interests of the indigenous people and the residents of the state. We stood to preserve and conserve the identity, the cultures in the state, and thirdly, to promote the welfare of the state for the benefit of the people watching online. I would like to express this in few words in Khasi. Ini yen namta penyadar, hari bapak kerja dulu pada kejalan. Yen yang benar besar, yang dari tiga dustur, pada senap ke Jepang, jom kejalan, pada kunjuk dulu berketiun, yang kejalan, hari yang lalu. My dear friends, I always believe that leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. How we as RDA vision to translate these 3 pillars, the triple P, to protect, to preserve and to promote into reality is fast and all. We need to protect ourselves, and that's why we would like to guarantee you that if you choose RDA, we will ensure to impress upon the government to firstly implement in the right public state. We will ensure protection of secularism in the rest of India. We stood for secularism, and we stood that the right to worship is a fundamental right of each and every individual, and that will remain in India. We will not allow anybody to try to infringe into this right, and we will give our best to ensure that the people in India have the secular consent to worship in whichever God they like, in whichever manner they like, and in whichever day they want to worship their own Almighty. We will also pursue with the government of India.
In India will be a $6.9 trillion economy by 2028. The economy will cross $5 trillion by the year 2026. Fitch Ratings have raised India's growth forecast for 24-25 by 7%. This is the new India that we are looking at, which has been developed for the last 1 decade. Greetings from the Bharatiya Janata Party to all of you. But I am Khubor Khasi principal of Sankardev College, but a faculty member who as soon as our government took over in 2014, we recognized the urgent need to revamp and overhaul the system and processes to help India advance on the path of development. Right from spearheading the digital revolution to elimination of open defecation, India has achieved remarkable milestones under a new governance paradigm. We have addressed the inherited legacy of inefficiencies through simplification and rationalization of laws. Adopting a trust-based and responsive delivery machinery. Ease of doing business reforms to unleash the potential of every sector. Contrary to the piecemeal delivery in the past, we have achieved saturation coverage for all deserving beneficiaries. We shifted the welfare focus from entitlement-based support to empowering individuals by integrating them to the formal sector. The initiation of the reform process started yielding positive results in the early years of our government by improving the investor climate and creating a favorable outlook for the economy. The industrialists who earlier shied or preferred to invest in foreign countries were enticed to come back and invest in his own country. And especially, the best part was that foreign direct investment increased in our country. Both domestic and foreign investors exhibit high optimism regarding India's growth potential, anticipating abundant opportunities as the economy expands. The Indian economy has gone through structural reforms that have strengthened the micro fundamentals of the economy. These resulted in India changing from the fragile 5 to the top 5 in just about a decade. As the economy was transformed into a more resilient avatar amidst a challenging global environment. The rise of the Indian economy in the last 10 years was unprecedented in spite of the obstacles of external origin, example the pandemic and the geopolitical disturbances. This has been manifested in the trajectory of the GDP, when in 2014, India was the 10th largest economy, and today, India is the 5th largest economy, and by the IMF projections, it is expected to be the 3rd largest economy another 2 to 3 years from now. Our government of the nation first was transform the quality of India's infrastructure and logistics ecosystem, which will be the key to investment and expand its presence in global value chains. When our government, just to give an example, when our government took over in 2014, the rate of laying down on the national highway was 12 kilometers per day. Today it has increased by 2.3 times to 28 kilometers per day.
As a citizen of this great nation, I would simply go and exercise my right as a citizen to vote on the day of the election, vote for a person or vote for a political party. But then I believe that in life, there is always the push and the pull factors in life. And the condition of the state of ours, I've lived my life, this 52 years belong to the state, just 15 days elder to the state. So I've seen how our state has grown or not grown over the years. The condition of the state of ours has been one of the reasons that has pushed me to come into electoral politics. And there is a pull factor which I'm glad that in our state we have a leader, our President, Samla, whom we've been friends for quite a long time, and I've seen in this person who really understand the need of the hour, that is the politics that we're talking today, that our party has been professing, and he has been professing right from 2010 about the need for clean politics. And it is this that has also been the reason to pull me to this ideology. The second part, what do we have as a state? When we look at our state, I believe you all agree with me that our state is endowed with, with vast and rich resources. We talk about natural resources, talk about mineral resources, we talk about water resources, and we talk about the human resources. Indeed, there's none like our state, I would say. After traveling, after seeing different places within India and a few countries outside of India, I would say that God has really indeed blessed our state. But then, where are we after 52 years? When we look at the reports that have been coming from different agencies, which speaks about the condition of our state, it's really, really sad and very depressing. Looking at the condition of our state, we are the poorest state. We talk about education, where we were so proud of, our state, especially Shillong, which was once upon a time the capital of this part of India. But where are we now? We are at the bottom. Talk about governance, we are right down the bottom. Talk about health services, we are also at the bottom. Talking about cleanliness, we are so proud that, our society, we talk about cleanliness, where we only do it once, maybe in a year, and the same person who cleans the same person would be the reason for the dirt and the filth that is around us. And when we look at food security, 81% of our people, they are in the primary sector. But sad to say, the report says that we are second from the bottom. When it comes to food security, this is as per the National Food Security Act. Furthermore, when we talk about...
On March 18th, the Hinyotrap Youth Council, Jantian National Council and CORP urged the Meghalaya government to disclose population figures for areas outside the 6th schedule. President of HYC Roy Kupar Sinram emphasized their intent to submit a formal request to the Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma for this information. Additionally, they plan to petition the Prime Minister to include all Meghalayan areas under the 6th schedule to shield the state from the ramifications of the Citizenship Amendment Act CAA. Sinram cited the absence of protective measures like the inner line permit as justification for their demand.
Niam Hindu, Sikh, Parsi, Christian, Nigalaitli Giri, ka Bangladesh, ka Pakistan, ba Afghanistan, ka Sarkar India, ka Thumu ban penstet ya ka proses na ka ban pelong yaki kum kita ginong syong di pura jong kari India. Agisnam arja khat khandai na kaliang gajongi rengkat bakiwe giseng balang baki pai ba nong syong snong jong jalahi ngilami pai ba ban persya ya kani kaan. But hadim kata na kaliang jong ka Sarkar India. Kalawan ra itu ka kendon ka boong ba ya kani ka CAE arja khat khandai. Ondong pentrikam ha ki tribal areas la ni ki jaka ki ba betip kum kita ki jaka ki ba hap hapo jong ka 6 schedule ka bangi ngi dan kani ka jala ka jongi. Hoi ngilabon ong bale si lembaga ni ka jing yakhi jong pai ba lembaga jing simkya jong ki nomi khmat ba jong ka Sarkar India kala la ban wanra ya ta ka kendon bakani ka CAE kanom trikam ha kini ki tribal areas la ni ki jaka ki ba hap pok 6 schedule. Dan nakaliang ka jongi kum ki kunun sang balang ki bayi don hadin mengila syong perkhan ngila yu iru ya ka jingkran jong menteri rangba jong ka Sarkar jela ka jongi ha kini ki sngi ki baladap hakapor baka Ministry of Home Affairs ka penmi ya kani ki rules haka khatway trek jong matau banai kadi ki kentin ki ba mauhi ula kren wong ba omborok kuwi ka jela ka jongi kalat na ka jing penteri kami kani ka an ngimdei ban klat badang don ki jaka khamtam e hang nia po normal Shillong ki ba light ki balat na kajing Menteri Kam ya kani ka anjong aja khat khandai kaumut ba ki bri ki bosong basa hakani ka normal Shillong area ka bangiong kila ban apply ka citizenship lomba kani ka Citizenship Amendment Act jong snam aja khat khandai ti kum ki senghalang ki bas mukhya ki bangila ris ya kani ka issue na kapor sa kapor kumangiong mangide ka jat benri ko beripat tila datang di ki hajar di ki pho hajar kum kini ki jat beri ki yo ya kalat ban apply ka citizenship lomba kini ki jaka ki bedon ang ni po normal Shillong area kanja ayu yang kum ka jat benri ngimla ban len baka sarkar jela adu menta kamdon ya kanu ka jingkhen pi ka jingkli ka beningkong ka mangiha ban kli ka sarkar jela kalong hatu pidon jingkhen ne am ka nungut ki brio ki basong basa hapo kani ka area ka bala khot kum ka normal Shillong hatu ka sarkar jela ka don jingkhen ne am ka nungut na ginong song ki basong hang ni hapo normal Shillong kila ban apply ka citizenship lomba kani ka an ti ka jingkwa ka jongi na kaliang jongi ka HYC ka Jantia National Council ukum juru na ka ko kalong bangin tho ngilapan kre ya ka jing tho ka bangin submit menta ka si ka office ng chief minister da ka babu ya ki artli ki jing doa kabaningkong kalong hoat ni so comment baka state ya ka jala ka jongi la pelat na ka perbi la ne da ka jing Menteri Kam ya ka si iya aja khandai ringim so hun pat namar bakhlem pelat pura kamut ba umdei na ka jala umdei bala pelat pura ya ka jala ber kowe tingi so ban kentu ya ka sorka bakan ja ayu lada katu kan ningut lane katu hajar ngut ki basyong hang ni hapo ka normal Shillong area ki apply ya ka citizenship niyo i ka jing ong jo chief minister bon ong ba kinong syok snong jo ka jala lane ki seng halang kim dei bantir ba ngip ka sarkar India ka Menteri Kam ka kaan hanre umla pat ban assurance singi ba on nomdon wat uweiru ubrio lane ka uweiru ka brio ka ban apply ka citizenship lengba ka ni ka jaka ka balat na ka jing Menteri Kam ka si kala da jaba don uwei lane argut lane shajar lane shipo hajar ngut ki ba Menteri Kam lane ki ba apply ka citizenship lengba ka ni ka normal Shillong area ki ba syong basa po normal Shillong area ka eka sinjang ka ba sarkar jelakan ship kabaar ka mangikwa kon bu jingkeli ya ka sarkar Meghalaya kalong hatu ba ka sarkar Meghalaya ka don em ya ka jinglum jingtip ka nungut ki don ki brio ki ba syong basa hang ni po normal Shillong area kanang ba ya kata ka jingtip ka ba makikilum kinyo bu nakabenta kipor ki bansawan lesila dadon kinu ki brio ki bamhap hapo jong kani ka an arja khaknai bong ba unu brio bawan shwa jong arja khatsa ula ban apply ya ka citizenship lomba ka CE arja khaknai ta tu ka sarkar jela ka don ni ami kata ka jingtem bayo brio bawan tang menin bawan men singi apply ya ka citizenship lomba ka jingshong hakini ki normal Shillong area lane hakini ki jaka kanja ayu kan kata ni kanong kata yangi kam tami ka jala ka babun di kiri pai kumngi kum ka jat benri ki pai ba garun but ka baar ka ba ngikwa banbu kini gidi kintin ki ba mi hin au chief minister jong iba ka jingma ka baap na ka spill over effect ko ka jingma ka baap na kibriu ki ban apply ka citizenship lomba ka jala asam ho yang ni jala ka jong i kinumyo ban apply naman ngibun ka tribal areas rekan sa ayu pat lada ka don kata kajing apply na kiwi ki jela lada kita gibri ki rong sang ni ka jela ka jong kung mangilong himenta ngilong lungkut ngimdon kinu ki an ki ban regulate lani ki ban khanglat ya kajing rong jingmi jong ki brio ki manaba ka jela ka jong kajing dawa ka jong i na du islam ki balale kalong ban Menteri Kam ya KLP jen lada ngidon ya KLP kani kajing nginom soptir bala don makna gi apply makna na Assam gi apply makna na West Bengal na nenang nunong nuru ngim don jingting na mala de kini gi brio ki mut ban rung sa kani ka jala ka jong ngintip ngila ban regulate ya kata ka jing rung ka jong ki da ka jing ya ban ka jing ma ka baap yangi kum ka jala yangi kum ka jat ban ri pai ka long ba wala onda kini gi brio ki la yo citizenship let's say na West Bengal let's say na po Assam kin sawan pat ban rung ha kani ka jala ka jong hatu kum ka jala ngila long ni am ki ba kibala biang ni ki an ki kanun ban yada ya kata kajing kadai banuan ra full exemption kaumut badai ban exam ya ka jala Meghalaya hiborok we klam da pelat batang itai jaka ibadon hang nia po normal Shillong ba kabaar kajing dawana ka sarkar jala kalong ba ka sarkar jala kadai ban shime kajing kli ban penting kana ba ka sarkar pedeng kadai ban aya ka LP khnang ban yada ya kani ka jengrung jong ki brio pat ki bale sil lamba kani ka an CE lengba ki an NRC bat kiwi ki an ban Menteri Kam tam ya ka hapo ka jala Assam kinom kata yangi hadin hapo na kumba kalong hi la dajai hapo Assam ni i ba Assam ki wanra di ki policy ba fair ki ba pelong ki brio le si ban wat ya kata kacaka bakin let banwat ya kakamai gaji lane banlong ru kinong shong bapura kinom yo banlet ha Manipur kinom lo yo banlet ha Arunachal kinom yo banlet ha Nagaland ha Mizoram rega jela ka jong ipat ka bomdon ya ka an ka bu jingma tingi ngi so bandawan ka sorkar jela bakadai ban pentri kam lane ban penbor ya ka sorkar India bakadai ban pentri kam ya ka LP ti ya kani ka jingtho ngin ai menta ka si Ahmad ha chief minister jongi ban bu ikini gi jingdawa but ngingit skam ba ka sorkar jela kan shimkhai ne kam ku mangila ab na du usnam arja khatnai ila penbor ya sorkar ban warra ya ka resolution adu kini gisngi ngidang ya yele hi ban penbor ya ka sorkar ka dewan pentri kam ya ka LP naman nginget batang ka LP ka balak ban yada ya kini jingrung kethap jong kini gibri ka naba ti kita gidi ki jingrai ki bangile shimrai.
On March 17th, MSNES petrol pump in Jorabad commemorated 18 years of service with festivities. Workers from Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited joined the celebration. The event featured performances by Assam's youth, including the enchanting music of Juban Garg, adding to the jubilant atmosphere.
Assam.
Jorabad petrol pump पालाना है घुमा दीजिए पेट्रोल घुमा दीजिए आगे Jorabad ब्रिज पालाना है हां इधर कर दिया
And we have some claps from the audience for all of you. जोरदार तालियां हो जाए.
आपको
ऐसा बहुत कम मौका मिलता है जहां हम सारे एक साथ इकट्ठा एक ही टाइम पे ऐसे जश्न का आज ऐसा एक दिन है छात्रों की जो आपकी सीट है जो एनर्जी बरकरार है. I want all of you to sit back, relax and enjoy the evening. We are also thankful to our valued customers who have been with us for this journey of NES Jorabad.
हमारा ये भारत पेट्रोलियम का जो आई नो वी हैव माय एक्स आवर कंपनी NRL टॉप ब्रास आल्सो हियर बट सर ये भारत जो है भारत तो किसने ये कहा कि भाव मतलब भाव इन द सेंस इमोशन भाव हुआ राग एक एनर्जी एक राग में हमारा लाइफ चलता है और त हुआ ताल सो रिदम ऑफ लाइफ सो भारत में भारत पेट्रोलियम एक्चुअली ढला हुआ है सो इसीलिए आप अब हमारा अगर कैनोपी अगर आप देखेंगे तो ऑल्दो इट इज मस्कुलाइन बट देयर इज अ वेव सो वेव में क्या होता है ताल इसमें सब जो द सॉफ्टर पार्ट्स आर covered by the femininity. तो ये जो
this is NRL petrol pump belong to my very good friend Sri Sripalji. He is here with me and his wife Kusum. She is here with me. In 18 years back, we have inaugurated at the main petrol pump. Today it is the extension. So we are going to inaugurate today for the extension of the NRL pump here in Jorabad. Become small. There's so many vehicle residents coming from all over Northeast, not only Meghalaya. So to accommodate all the vehicles, all the drivers are coming to the pump. That's why we did immediate expansion. The next day.
BSF Meghalaya, aided by Meghalaya police, intercepted a significant sugar smuggling attempt near the Rongra border. The seized contraband, valued at over rupees 10 lakhs, was destined for Bangladesh. The operation underscores the vigilance of security forces in combating cross-border smuggling activities. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.